We got another KTTS Storytellers Concert starring headlining brothers Brad and Curtis. We know them as High Valley. They're in Springfield. They're playing tonight at Club Rodeo. Hey, Brad, what's going on? And how did you guys come up with the name of High Valley?
Hey, things are going good. We came up with the name when I was very, very young. I honestly don't remember life before High Valley, to tell you the truth. We had no radio, we had no TV growing up, so Mom and Dad bought me a little cassette recorder, and I would make my own radio show, my own news, weather, sports, introduce the band, and the band was always called High Valley, so it just kind of stuck. I had a cousin in a bluegrass band called the Dry River Boys, and I think I was heavily influenced to believe that oxymorons were kind of the only option for band names.
You know what's funny is I was just telling Summer how this was kind of an oxymoron, and she was trying to argue with me.
Because that's what I do.
Yeah, thanks for taking my side on this thing, Brad.
Him.
Concert tonight is benefiting Humane Society, local dog shelter here. And do you guys have any dogs?
Growing up, we raised golden retrievers, so you'll find there's some great old school pictures of me with, I think both times our dog had about 8 puppies at a time. So those are some pretty exciting times. Currently, I'm on the road a little too much to feel good about having a dog at the house. We're always traveling. But growing up, we sure had a lot of beautiful dogs.
I know you lived in Alberta, and you said you didn't have television. So were you encouraged to pick up an instrument, play a guitar? I mean, how did you get into the field?
Yeah, Mom and Dad, it's kind of a crazy story, to be honest. Our parents grew up like the Amish, so they had, it's called Mennonite. They had no electricity. Yeah. They rode horse and buggy, so they really had nothing. And they were both born down in Mexico, of all places. So they're on this Mennonite colony out there, and Grandpa buys a truck, and they get kicked out of the colony for having a truck. I'm not making this up. And when they rode that truck all the way from Mexico to Canada, they one of the first things they did was fall in love with music and country music, and they bought instruments. And by the time we came around, Mom had an acoustic guitar and Dad had a bass guitar, and they taught us how to play both those instruments, and it kind of started right there.
Talk with Brad and Curtis of High Valley tonight at Club Rodeo. So now you can kind of throw your brother under the bus. Would you beat him in a fight?
Definitely. That is definitely yes.
Would he say the same thing, though, that he'd take you?
I don't know. I think he wouldn't, because last time we did fight was in a hotel room, and it was actually documented. There's video evidence that I won the fight, and our manager, for some crazy reason, had a switchblade on the bedside table in the hotel, and we didn't know this until Curtis's shoulder smacked the bedside table after he tried to jump on me. And anyway, the knife popped open, and we decided that we were probably too old to be wrestling and throwing each other around.
Why were you fighting? What's your biggest fight over?
We were just fighting for fun, definitely. If we were fighting because we were mad, we definitely wouldn't be physically throwing each other around. But what would our biggest fights be over now? Probably jeans. We keep on getting endorsements from the same companies. Then we'll show up and I'll be like, really? You have to wear those same jeans? Because we have all the same clothes. It's annoying. So we're trying to like different things, but we have the same taste in a lot of stuff.
When my boys were growing up, if one had the same shirt as the other would have to change immediately.
Exactly. It's more of a contest of who has to change first and who's lazier and just gets to keep wearing what they're wearing. It's a pretty wussy problem to have, I'll be honest. First world problems, for sure.
So from Canada, just a couple Canadian questions. Are you guys really as nice as everyone says?
I moved down to Nashville 8 years ago, and I was thrilled with the amount of Southern hospitality. So it's funny how people think Canadians are so nice, and we think that, the whole Southern hospitality is unbelievable.
Right. American beer or Canadian beer?
Chocolate almond milk is my beverage of choice, and I know that's hilariously crazy, but when we signed with Warner Brothers, they're like, man, we've got all this bar in here, and you guys can have whatever you want. And I said, I don't really drink, and they were laughing. And I said, well, I do drink a lot of chocolate almond milk in my protein shake. So on the day we signed, they literally had the entire conference room lined with these massive jugs of chocolate almond milk. It was one of the funniest signing parties in Nashville
that's
history,
awesome.
I believe.
American bacon or Canadian bacon?
Definitely American bacon, and in Canada we don't even call it Canadian bacon; we just call it ham.
Yeah,
So
some
we've never
places here
heard-
call it ham too, I guess.
Well, the first time I ever heard of Canadian bacon, we were in the U.S. We were at a Pizza Hut and we ordered pepperoni and bacon, and they said, "Did you want regular bacon or Canadian bacon?" And we'd never heard of Canadian bacon, so we said, "What is that?" And they explained it, and we said, "Oh, you mean ham? No, we'd like bacon."
Okay, Cash thinks he has a great Canadian accent. So I want him to say,
man.
yeah, I know. I want him to say something, and I want you to be as honest as you can to him, because I've told him it was
Okay.
awful.
Well,
All right.
I'm known for my impressions, and
I bet you are. I bet you are.
so what's that all about, eh?
Oh man, ouch. That was until you got to the soul was pretty good. The soul, that's pretty good. The boot thing, that's a little too exaggerated. But your soul was really good.
Okay, I'll
That's-
take that one
Yeah.
word out of all of them. High Valley going to be here tonight talking to Brad. We'll see you and Curtis tonight and benefiting Humane Society at Club Rodeo as part of the KTTS
Can't
Storytellers Concert. Doors open at 7. We'll see you there, man.
All right, we'll see you there. And I was giving you extra points just because my son's name is Cash as well. So
Yes.
that's so gracious to you on the action.
Anyway, I can get extra points. I'll take it.
You need to name your daughter Summer.
All right, I'll work on having one first.
If you need any tips, I'll let you know on how you can do that.
Bye, Brad.
Yeah, okay. All right, see you later.